Nations Rise and Fall. Why? Part of 4. Saeed Abul Ala Maududi. Collector, Nazir Tul Fatah. The difference in the outlook of the master and the servant. In this case, the outlook of Allah is different from that of men in the same manner as the outlook of the proprietor of the garden differs from that of the gardener. Suppose 2 or 4 generations of a certain family have begged tending a garden, a forebear of this family was employed in this garden on the basis of his knowledge and skills, his descendants also gave a good account of themselves. The master felt it needless to remove these good people and employ new hands, since they were doing well, they had the preeminent right over others. In this way, this family was firmly rooted in the service of this garden. But the present generation of this family is unworthy, inept, inefficient, and irresponsible. It possesses no skill in gardening. It is spoiling the whole place. And yet it claims that it has been the keeper or this gardener since the time of its forefathers. Its great grandfather had laid out this garden. It is by no means fair to evict it and appointed another keeper to look after this garden. This is the outlook of these incapable gardeners, but can the master concur with the viewpoint of his unworthy employees? Will not the master say that from his point of view good upkeep of the garden is the foremost duty of a gardener? He will say, I did not lay out this garden for the benefit of your forebear, rather I had employed him to look after it. Your rights over this garden are conditioned upon your skill and good service. If you tend the garden with skill, your rights shall be granted. What grudge can I bear towards my old gardeners that I should sack them despite the good work and try new hands needlessly? But on the other hand, if you ruin and lay waste the garden for the keeper of which you have been employed, I cannot grant any of your rights, there are other candidates standing by. I shall hand over the charge to them and you will serve under their orders. If you do not mend your ways even at this stage and prove yourselves good for nothing even as subordinate and cause deterioration, you will be turned out and replaced by new servant. From Quran, Surah Al-Asr Tafsir. Al-Asr 103, 1. By time. Al-Asr 103, 1. English Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Allah says. Al-Asr 103, 2. Indeed, mankind is in loss. Al-Asr 103, 2. English Tafsir Ibn Kathir. By Al-Asr, verily, man is in loss. Al-Asr is the time in which the movements of the children of Adam occur, whether good or evil. Malik narrated from Zayd bin Aslam that he said, it is the evening. However, the first view is the popular opinion. Thus, Allah swears by this that man is in khusr, which means in loss and destruction. Al-Asr 103, 3. Except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds and advised each other to truth and advised each other to patience. Al-Asr 103, 3. English Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Except those who believe and do righteous good deeds. So Allah makes an exception among the species of man being in loss for those who believe in their hearts and work righteous deeds with their limbs. And recommend one another to the truth. This is to perform acts of obedience and avoid the forbidden things. And recommend one another to patience. Meaning, with the plots, the evils, and the harms of those who harm people due to their commanding them to do good and forbidding them from evil. This is the end of the tafsir of Surah Al-Asr, and all praise and thanks are due to Allah. To become believer at first we have to believe deeply in Allah, our Lord is Allah, we are Muslim. To become real and perfect Muslim and mu'min is 1. Believe in Allah from your heart. 2. Then declare that I am a Muslim, I am a mu'min, I believe that there is no God but Allah. 3. Never tell a lie, Allah will punish the liar, it's a bad work, so always say truth, walking in the way of truth. We can make a beautiful world if everyone says true. The true is very powerful, it's help you during your exam hall, that's Meena exam hall is earth. We will pray to Allah, so that all people remain in peace in this life and get freedom in afterlife, so that we can get Jannah, heaven. Patience is a good virtue. If we keep patience, our output will be perfect and good. We should adapt each other to have patience. Many problem has a solution, and the solution is have patience. We should gain this virtue.